You probably already know this, but falls are the most common accident in the construction industry. While there are many factors involved in falls, unstable work surfaces, lack of protection equipment, and human error are the most common. OSHA requires some sort of fall protection system to be used with any scaffold over 10 feet above the ground. Two options are guardrails and a personal fall arrest system, like a body harness. Fall protection is required on all open sides and ends of scaffolding, except on those sides directly against the structure that's being built or worked on. Guardrail systems should have toe boards and warning lines. Personal fall protection systems need to include 4 parts: the anchor that connects to the lifeline, bodywear such as a harness, a connector that connects from the harness to the anchor, a deceleration device that's used to slow momentum if a fall does occur. Another possible hazard when you're working on scaffolding is the possibility of electrocution. When scaffolding is erected or moved near power lines, the risk of electrocution just increases. The National Institute for Occupational Safety and Health, NIOSH, recommends certain steps be taken to prevent accidental electrocution. Before any work begins, employers must determine the distance from power lines, any sagging power lines and their ground clearance, the scaffolding height and weight, obstacles like trees, ground slope, and any other ground conditions. Scaffolds shouldn't be moved or used within 2 feet of insulated power lines of less than 300 volts, or within 10 feet of insulated power lines over 300 volts. And of course, any uninsulated power line. When in doubt, assume all power lines are not insulated and proceed with caution and within regulation. A competent worker should be assigned to monitor the clearance distance anytime the scaffold is moved. Employer-created safety programs should include a training component on the hazards of scaffolding and power lines and how to avoid inadvertent contact. The utility company needs to be notified anytime a scaffolding will be built near power lines. In situations where safety clearances can't be maintained, the utility company has to de-energize the power lines or cover them with insulated hoses or blankets before work begins. Tools made of metal or other conductive materials should not be used near power lines. If electrocution does occur, emergency personnel must be contacted immediately and the area should be cleared.